Hello again, everyone. Scoons Comics here with another exciting, oh so thrilling, comic book haul! Yes, people, how are you doing? It has been a minute. I have a stack of comics here that I'm excited about that I have gotten from all over the place, and wow, I was really lacking. I really need to make these videos more often because trying to remember where I got all these was a bit of a challenge. So I'm going to start right off with Fanboy Prime. Fanboy Prime, if you are not subscribed to him, he is a cool guy. His kid makes great videos with him. He's a lot of fun. Fanboy Prime sent me a stack of DC Universe logo books that I did not have. And he just sent them to me. I sent him some Superman books that I had just sitting in boxes that I had no use for. I have enough Superman right now. Well, you never have enough Superman. But they were things that I did not care about. I had just sent them on to him as just some goodies to have. And he just very nicely sent me this whole stack of DC Universe books. I made out like a bandit. I got far better into the deal. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. So let me jump right into it. So he sent me Aquaman number 9. DC Universe logo variants. Look at that. Look at that logo. I see that logo and I get so excited. How he found a whole stack, I think at his local half-price books, that I didn't even have. I was so excited. So I got that one. Adventures of Superman 535. He's a huge Superman fan. And to send me stuff that I know he doesn't have this in his collection, but he knows that I am insane for these DCU books. Send them right to me. Thank you so much. So cool of you. Great cover. Action Comics 702. Oh, I love these DCU books. I was so happy to get these. I've been really striking out with these lately, and to get a whole stack that I didn't have was really great. Adventures of Superman 537. Supergirl number 3. Great Gary Frank cover there. Oh, I love these books. Impulse number 15. Superboy number 30. Superman Man of Steel number 57. Oh, these are so cool. Man, you know what? I need to put this whole Superboy set together. It's got Tom Grummett on art. Carl Kiesel is the writer. And when I read these, I really do enjoy those. So I really need to try to track these down. Superboy number 13. Great cover there. I love that cover. Tom Grummett, such an underrated artist. Great stuff. And Superboy number 7. Crossover with the Milestone characters. Batman Shadow of the Bat number 56. Rather risque Poison Ivy cover. Right on. And then he sent me this one. This is not a DCU book, but it's a Superboy. Here it is. Superboy Zero. From the 0 Hour crossover, and it's a 0 Hour logo variant. This book's like a minor key. It's got the first cameo of King Shark, so it's a cool book, and I don't have a lot of these 0 Hour ones. The logo. I don't come across them often, so really cool book to have. So, Fanboy Prime, thank you so much. Much appreciated. You the man. And then we have the lady, my lovely fiance, who you all met in a previous video. Thank you all for the lovely comments. She had a lot of fun making that video, and I'm confident she'll find her way back onto my channel. Or our channel, as she'll call it. Anyway, she surprised me. I came home, and there were 2 comics here. There was an issue of A-Team randomly, which I did not grab. I don't know why I didn't show that. But the one I was really excited about was Raiders of the Lost Ark number 1, which is a book I've actually been on the lookout for in the cheap bins, but haven't really found it. She took our dog to the vet, and next to the vet, there's some mom and pop flea markets, Lucky Lou's or something like that. And I was like, what is that? I don't know what you're talking about. She's like, they had a small stack of comics, and I got you these too. I'm like, what? There's comic books in this town that I don't know about? What is happening? And I haven't gone there yet, but I need to. It's on my to-do list. But yeah, she got me a couple comics, including this one. This is great. I love this one just because, well, it's, it's first Indiana Jones. But it's also, I love this little word bubble, the fantastic adventures from the makers of Jaws and Star Wars. I just like that Jaws at this point still got top billing over Star Wars in the zeitgeist, It's pretty funny to me. And then, okay, what else do we got here? This next little bit is local half-price books. God bless my half-price books. I'm there all the time. I was there on a weekday. It's always so funny. And they had a ton of comics that were just sitting, again, they had just come in. I talked because they were sitting behind the counter. I always look behind the counter like a freak. And the guy knows that I come in there and look, and he's like, yeah, we just literally got these in. I'm gonna have to price any of these. I'm like, okay. I'm like, fresh comics, yay. And they had been picked, and it was a lot of Valiant, a lot of 90s stuff, and it was some Marvel, but it was the kind of series where like the big keys had been taken out. Like I'm going through Uncanny X-Men, 264, 265, 267. No, it's 268 even. So the Gambit books were gone. Like, and stuff like that. The Wolverine title was like that too. But there were some nice things in there. I got Dark Horse Presents number 54. This is the first appearance of the Next Men, John Byrne's Next Men series he did for Dark Horse. The Legend didn't print in the 90s. It was pretty popular for a brief spell, so first appearance of those characters, pretty cool. I don't think this is a key because I don't think this is the first appearance of Terminator in comics, but Terminator, first ongoing series, first issue. And then, how do I want to do this? Let me do it this way. Okay. And then there was New Warriors number 1, second print. I'm liking these. I've been picking up these second print Marvel books from the 90s more and more. It's got this gold background, right? I dig these, and when I find them on the cheap, I pick them up. So this was a cool book to get. Here you go, Fanboy Prime. Here's a book you probably dig. Superman 59. I just really like this Dan Jurgens cover. Iconic to me. It's a really cool image. So happy to pick that up. Chris over at Read Comics 81, another great channel. Love his stuff. He just put out a great video talking about books you compulsively buy and have multiple copies of. It's such a good video. Go watch his stuff. Sub him up if you haven't. Read Comics 81. Great stuff. Here's a book I always pick up if it's cheap. Because I'm convinced at some point this character is going to become important. So far, he really hasn't. Armageddon number 1, first appearance of Wave Riders, a newsstand copy. I probably have 4 or 5 copies of this in news and direct edition, but I always pick it up. It's cheap because it's like an investment, right? And plus I just like the character. I like Dan Jurgens' artwork, and I pick it up. I probably have too many copies. I should probably get rid of some, but I'm waiting. The stock's going to hit one day. Probably won't ever. They also had the first issue of Blue Beetle, which, he's got a movie coming out. I'm sure you've seen the pictures online. This costume looks really cool. And just a great character. So the first issue of his series, that's great to get. And speaking of books you compulsively buy, and I'm convinced, obviously I love this character. I love this storyline. They had the first appearance of Doomsday in Superman Man of Steel 18. They actually had 2 copies of this, but I only grabbed 1 because the guy said he was going to price check me. And sometimes they do price check me, and I'm always paranoid. It's always such an adrenaline rush going to half price when they say things like that, when these books are not been priced yet. So anyway, if it was $1.50 like most books are, I would have picked them both up, right? So I take my little stack of half price books to the counter, and the guy is gone. The other workers like, he's in the back, I'm not sure, and they're looking for him for a second. And then the guy's like, there's the $1.50 each. And I was like, okay, great, thanks. And I was like, yeah, gosh, I want to do other books. And now I've gone back to half price a couple of times, and they've chucked the books in the back room and have not brought them back out just to the light of day. So just waiting. Perhaps I can pick another copy up for $1.50. But I have a ton of copies of this as well. So one day, when the first appearance of Doomsday is big money, I'll have many copies. Plus, it's a great book, great series, great character. Yay. 90s fun. Then I went to beautiful Kokomo, Indiana this couple weeks ago, and their Kokomo Comic-Con was pretty disappointing. They've moved it. It used to be in a big convention, well, the local convention center, which was pretty decent size. Now they've got it in a hotel, in a terrible hotel. Rundown hotel that does not have a bathroom for the public, so if you have to use the potty, you got to leave and go to Burger King or something. Not a big fan of that. But I found a few things there that I was happy to bring home. So, first thing I found, this guy had a bunch of dollar books, and he had Batman and Robin #1, which I love Frank Quitely's art. I like the first 5 issues of this series with his artwork and Grant Morrison's writing. But then they had multiple printings that I didn't know about. So I got the second print, all red there, all purdy. And the third print with this little turquoisey blue thing going on here. So I'm a sucker for multiple printings where it's just slightly different, where the colors are different. I dug this. I picked all 3 up, $3. Yes. Why? Because I like colors like a baby? I don't know. But I liked it. And I keep picking these up if I find them for $1 or so. I haven't even organized them yet to know exactly what I have, so I hope I don't have doubles yet. But this is the Marvel Comics 2 line, MC2 as they called it. And this is Next #5, Next Generation of Avengers #5. And #8. Found those for $1 each. Then I found, you know what, I don't know nothing about this, but it looked like a freebie promotional book with Turner Classic Movies, Batman in Noir Alley. I knew nothing about this, but it was $1. It's promotional. If I find something that's $1 and I know nothing about a title, it's nothing I've ever seen before, I'll usually pick it up because I'm like, what the heck is this? So that's cool. Then I picked this one up just because somebody on one of my YouTube channel, or one of my videos, commented that the actual end of the Reign of Superman story was this issue. And I thought, all right, not really, but that's what I have my own personal stopping point for that storyline. This, I assume, is his personal stopping point. So I was like, oh, okay, right on. So I picked this book up I haven't read it yet, but I need to. Adventures of Superman 506. Perhaps he's right in that maybe there's an interview with the editors that I'm not aware of with Mike Carlin saying that, yeah, this is where we really wanted to stop that storyline. So I don't know, but Tom Grummett artwork, I assume. Yeah. And I will happily read this. Boy, here's another compulsive book that I buy. I love the character. Well, yeah, I love the character, and I love this run. And this is Robin #1, the miniseries, first miniseries, the newsstand edition. I have many copies of this. I don't have the later printings, really, but I need to get those too. Tim Drake, one of my favorite characters. I grew up with Tim Drake as Robin. I really enjoy his character. The James Tynion run in Detective Comics from 5 years back, maybe longer. I really liked that, the take on him. He was the best writer on Tim Drake since Chuck Dixon. I don't know what's happening with Tim Drake now. I'm all for whatever sexual orientation anybody is. Right on. More power to you. Tim Drake had never been bisexual before, but what do I know? I don't know. He's got a new series coming out soon. They just solicited for September. I'm sure I'll give it a read. Hopefully it's good. Love Tim Drake. Great character. All right, what else we got? These were at the con for $1 each in this dude had a stack of dollar books. And it was all junk. Just crap I did not want in any way, shape, or form. But in the dead center of this was Marvel's 75th anniversary book, which was hot a while ago. This is Stan Lee's last published writing, right? So that's cool. I have a copy of this already, but for $1, happily pick this up. And then I put this on my Instagram, so I couldn't believe it was in there. Such a random book. Fantastic Four 185. Bronze Age goodness, George Perez art. This is the first appearance of Agatha Harkness's son, brother? No, I forget. I don't know. But more importantly, it's autographed by Joe Sinnott. Is that how you pronounce his last name? I'm not sure. Famous inker of Silver Age and Bronze Age books, and just a legend in the field. And I don't know why you'd fake that signature, so I assume it's legit. But to find this for $1, that was amazing. Then I found a guy that had a bunch of Ghost Rider, and I'm always trying to put the original Ghost Rider run together. And he had all these books. Well, let's see. Okay, these couple were $2 each. So this is Ghost Rider 32, really nice copy. And Ghost Rider 34, which now I see is not as nice a copy. I love this cover, but it's got a big dent in it. So if I ever get a chance to upgrade that, I probably will. But then he had these two for just $5 a piece. Ghost Rider number 4 in really nice shape. $5 for Bronze Age Ghost Rider early in the run. That's, yeah, I took that. And then he had issue number 3 for $5. So, and again, this was in like nondescript books, a stack of nothing books. Like it was real random stuff. He had stuff that was much higher priced that shouldn't have been. But then he had these for pretty cheap. So grab that all day. In fact, this one was a little bit more. This one was $7. Captain America 205. I love Jack Kirby's 70s stuff at Marvel. I'm always trying to pick those up. So this is a good Comic-Con because I found a 70s Marvel Jack Kirby cover. Hooray. And then I had another dealer where, you know what? This was the same guy. It was the same guy. Okay. He had a stack of comics that were just free, like you just said, and they were all unbagged and boarded, and a lot of them were just junk. But in the dead center of this was Weird Wonder Tales number 22, Bronze Age Marvel in really nice shape. And he's like, yeah, that's free. So I just took it. It was really random. So I was happy to grab that. Always looking out for Bronze Age Marvel. And another guy had a pretty beat up, but I need this issue, Marvel Team Up number 9. Always trying to put the Marvel Team Up run together. Some of those early issues are getting a little more expensive. I would love to upgrade this condition. Look at the spine. It's all beat to hell. But this is only like $4. I really should hold out for nicer condition stuff when I get Bronze Age Marvel, but I picked it up. Now looking at it again, it's really beat up, but it's nice enough for now. It's a placeholder in the collection. I gotta stop getting as many placeholders for things because I'm just running out of room, man. Then I had a couple of purchases to show. This guy had books that I thought were a little pricey, but then he had them all half off. And I've seen these books this show before. This was, so I got Superman Action Comics 700, DC Universe variant, which I have, but this is the Platinum Edition. See right there, it says Platinum Edition. And he wanted originally $20 for this. I got it for 10. More than I wanted to pay still, because I'm always convinced I'll find these in dollar boxes. They're becoming less and less in these dollar boxes. Plus, Platinum Edition, okay, $10, I picked it up. And then I got this one. Okay, this is, you know, I did these whole series of books on Superman, Death of Superman, Return of Superman. Most popular videos on my channel, which is great, and I'm very happy with them. But I'm realizing after I've made these videos that I didn't know as much about the series as I thought I did. For instance, the Adventures of Superman 500, it's a bagged edition. It's a white bag, red Superman logo. Then there's a Platinum edition of that, which is a black bag, silvery platinum logo. Cool. I never realized that the comic inside was also platinum colored. I just assumed it was the same. I don't know why. I just did. I thought only the bag was different. And then I found the issue itself. This guy had it unbagged for $50, which I was not going to pay. But 50% off, so $25. Like, yes, I will pay $25 for this, sure. That's really what I want anyway, is the actual book. So I have this to add to my regular Superman collection. Perhaps at some point I'll show an update video. I don't know, we'll see. But I was very happy to get this for $25. And then last, but certainly not least, you know, a billion years ago, I made a goal to collect the first 100 issues of Amazing Spider-Man. The caveat, I wanted to get them all for $10 or less, right? So I didn't care. First of all, I knew that was an unattainable goal. Even then, this is like 10, 15 years ago that I started this. But I was able to find stuff on eBay cheap, even beat up then, copies of stuff, but still presented nice enough, right? Those books can get pricey. And I kind of gave up on that just because I got outpriced. And the stuff that I found cheap, even stuff that was that cheap, like it never stayed that cheap. Stuff just, even beat up copies of early Amazing Spider-Man go for huge money. Bigger than I want to pay money. But I was randomly screwing around on eBay on some Sunday evening, and I happened upon this book, and it was ending in like 10 minutes. And I said, well, wait a minute. Like, I'll take a bid. It had no bids yet, and the starting price was, what was it, $8? I said, well, hell, I'll bid. And I won. And I got this book for like $12 shipped. Amazing Spider-Man 52. It's beat up. It's missing a whole chunk down here in the corner. It's holding on by one staple. But it's complete. And it's Amazing Spider-Man Silver Age. And it really got me excited again to start looking to see if I can add some books to my collection. So, always happy to get Silver Age Spider-Man. It's a great series. I love it so much. I have all the reprints, but great book to find. Bring it home for $12. That was great. And that is what I have this time, people. This is a long video for me. How do people talk this long? Thanks for watching. Much appreciated. Again, thanks for all the nice comments on my engagement video with my lovely fiance. I'm glad you all got a kick out of that. So, everybody be well. Keep hunting. Always be hunting. See you soon. Bye-bye.